Hello everyone, it's Miss Snap from Grantham, and tonight I'm going to read you a story. It's called The Snatchabook, and this is written by Helen Doherty and Thomas Doherty, and this was chosen by a little girl who's looked after in the baby room from Children First at Grantham. So let's have a look. I've not read this story before. One dark, dark night in Burrow Down, a rabbit called Eliza Brown found a book and settled down. When his Snatchabook flew into town, in every house, in every bed, a bedtime book was being read. Tales of dragons spitting flames, witches playing spooky games, pirates on seven seas, princesses trying to sleep on peas. And every child in every bed listened hard to each word said. Eliza Brown, at number 3, was reading quite contentedly. Her curtains opened just a chink. She barely had a chance to blink. Her storybook just disappeared. Eliza found that very weird. The little owls on Mummy's lap were quite surprised to hear a tap against their bedroom window pane. Tap, tap, they heard the noise again. Before they'd even looked around, the book was gone without a sound. The wind blew wild across the sky. The smallest squirrel heard a cry. "What's that?" she whispered to her dad. But then, and this was really bad, before they'd had a chance to look, she'd lost her very favourite book. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? Hopefully they finally just took the book. And so it went, night after night. Books disappeared from left and right. 5 books here, 6 books there. The shelves began to look quite bare. In Burrow Down, the rumour spread of book thieves under every bed. Eliza Brown, at number 3, was keen to solve the mystery. She planned one night to lie in wait and use a pile of books as bait. Long hours passed without a peep. She'd nearly fallen fast asleep, when suddenly Eliza heard a flap of wings. A bat, a bird. Eliza saw a shadow loom, enormous, right across her room. What kind of monster could it be? Eliza thought. You don't scare me. And yet her heart was beating fast, and have to face the thief at last. She threw the window open wide and shouted to the thing outside, "Stop stealing all our books right now. Just give them back, I don't care how." "I'm sorry," came a little voice. "I really am. I had no choice." Eliza looked down in surprise. She couldn't quite believe her eyes. "So who are you, and what's your name?" The creature hung its head in shame. He mumbled with a mournful look, "I'm just a little Snatchabook." Look, can you see him? That is a Snatchabook. Eliza nodded solemnly. She sat the creature on her knee. "You can't just come in and help yourself to every book on every shelf." A tear rolled from the creature's eye, and softly he began to cry. "I know it's wrong, but can't you see? I've got no one to read to me." Eliza sighed. He looked so sad. If he just had a mum or dad to read him stories every night, well, then he might behave all right. That very night they hatched a plan, and so the Snatchabook began. Look at all of those books. To give back all the books he'd nicked, Eliza Brown was very strict, and trying hard to prove himself, he stacked them neatly on each shelf. and stacking them nicely back on their friends' shelves. And when he'd made his full amends, Eliza called on all her friends and told them how he'd worked all night to turn a wrong into a right. And now, each night in Burrowdown, as darkness falls upon the town, in every house, in every bed, a bedtime book is being read. Look, they're all having stories. It's nice to listen to stories. And if you take a closer look, you might just see a Snatchabook perched happily on somebody's bed, listening hard to each word said. Oh, look, that was nice. That was a nice story, wasn't it? Thank you for listening to my story tonight. If any children have got any books that they would like me to read, you can let me know. You can message me or tell me, I don't mind. There's lots of different stories and we've still got a while to go yet. So thank you very much for listening to all of my stories so far. Thank you for all of your support and all of your donations. It's so amazing and heartfelt. Honestly, I can't tell you how much it means to me. So just thank you so much for everything and just being there for me. So thank you. Thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. So thank you. Good night. Bye.